Okay, this is very simple. You have your gemstone with a hole. This only goes for ones that are drilled straight through like this. Now, you could do it with any gemstone, but the technique I'm going to show you works easiest when you have a hole drilled straight through. So, you take your wire. You'll need maybe about a foot, not much more. And that's a third of a meter. And you're just going to put it straight through. Put the stone in the middle of the wire. You're gonna make a normal loop on each end like I normally would show you to do, and then you could do some swirls over the top, or you don't have to. But in this case, instead of making a normal size loop, which would be about like yay, you are going to make an extra huge loop and make it extra long like this. And then do your cool designs, over the top. And then, come back and scarf the loop like we do in like 500 million other videos. Are we up to 500 million yet? But this is the difference. See, now this looks like some kind of really goofy weapon or something from a cartoon. But what you're going to do is you're going to bend each of these loops down so that your stone will look kind of like this, and then use these two loops to wrap around whatever jewelry piece you have and tuck in, and bam, this gemstone is now attachable or detachable. Attachable refers to when you put it on, and then detachable refers to when you take it off, because that's how we use these words. So now you know you could do it. You don't even need to watch the rest of the video. That's pretty much it. You could just watch the video because you're bored, and it's enjoyable to watch videos when you're bored. That's what I say. So this is a simple, free-form, wild and crazy cuff I made. And as you can see, it's kind of a mess. If you would like to know how I made it, please check out, there's a bunch of other videos on how I make these really terrible bird's nest crazy cuffs, and each video is more of a greater disaster than the last. But in any case, how can we spice up this simple cuff and make it even prettier? Well, we can add accent stones and beads with this very simple detachable method. Detachable, retachable. So let's get started. I say 18 or 20 gauge. I'm going to use 20 gauge. And like I said, really, a foot should be good. Let's find out if I'm right. Put it in the middle of the wire. Crimp and crimp. Now we're going to make a big fat loop, a big fat monster loop, like way too big, way bigger. Now let's give it a twist, or just wrap that, does the same thing. You do the other side, big fat monster, horribly huge loop, and same thing, you can just twist it like this, you get the same effect. Now let's put a pretty design over the top, because we have a little bit of wire left to do that. And what do you know? I didn't give myself enough wire again. I mean, this is enough, but I really could do with a little bit more. But this should be fine. So nice little swirl like that. Now we're going to use these leftover ends to scarf these. So first we're going to stretch them out and flatten them like that. And you could do this with your pliers or your fingers, depending on what's more comfortable for you. Don't try to make them amazingly perfect, because these are functional. They're attachment pieces. They're not going to even show really. So take this leftover wire now and wrap it around and around and around as many times as you think is needed. And then this kind of creates like a little bowl in here. Come on, camera, I believe in you. There we go. And at whatever point cut off, just leave a little tiny tip that you can tuck into that little bowl, and that hides your sharp end. and boom, you're good. Make sure it's tucked nice and deep. Not going to come out. Do this one now. Push that back over. Sometimes you might want to give this, see how that's starting to come undone? I'm going to give it a double twist. There we go. Now, see how ugly that is? Love it. So we're going to come around and we'll start to wrap up there, and we don't have much left. Like I said, you know, you could wrap it all the way halfway up if you give yourself enough wire, but I didn't. So instead of 12 inches, maybe 16 inches, you know, so instead of like 1/3 of a meter, maybe half a meter, if you guys in metric land know what I mean. So here we have it. This is our detachable, reattachable piece, and we bend it like that, right angles, and now it's like a table. We sit it down, we make a little teeny tiny pizza, put it on top. We invite 2 little tiny guests, like maybe mice, and they have a little picnic. Or you could use this to now attach it to your wild and crazy cuff or any other jewelry piece. You can use these to attach stones to earrings, to, you know, you have a ring with detachable stones. The possibilities are endless. But now all we do now is we just find where we want it to go, and we just put it down like that, and then we fold these parts over. And that's it. That's permanent, but you can also take it off. Now, if you're going to sell this and you don't want the person to ever take it off or have it fall off, what you can do at this point is you can take these detachable pieces and twist them and bend them into the framework of the piece so that they won't come out and you don't have to worry about them falling out. But if you wanted to make it so you could take the piece on and off, that's all you need to do. This is going to stay, especially against the wrist. It's not going to come out. They could wear it all day. And then at the end of the day, they could just unfold and pops right back out. Voila. So let's put that baby back in there. And we'll make 2 little accent pieces with these little red mother of pearl. Crap, that one got stuck in there. Hold on. These 2. So we'll put each one of these each on the, you know, on that part. That'll be cool, right? Right, maybe. There we go. And just bend these down. Right? And voila. Put them on here. Tuck them in. And there we have it. Yeah, they're a little not quite placed evenly. Let's move that. That's better. Look at that crazy monstrosity. Don't you hate it and love it? Let's just bend this into the shape of a wrist and then try it on some people.